the news about Wyoming wanting to become the crypto capital of the United States, questions like, should you consider moving to Wyoming and be a part of the crypto gold rush? With at least 24 different crypto laws, banking, and more? For sure, you're also one of those who became attracted to this from across the crypto sector. Luckily for you, Crypto Clipper, this video will help you decide on whether you should move to Wyoming and be a part of the crypto gold rush. We won't make you wait long, so let's get this video started. Playing with Bitcoin's fluctuations in value, former Morgan Stanley Managing Director Lindholm proclaimed in September 2017 that every time a real-world financial transaction goes from millisecond to blockchain transactions, it makes cryptocurrencies work better. Her concern was that Bitcoin became too associated with speculation and its decentralized operations interfered with the aim of the project. But since then, the currency has been emerging from that exclusive bubble. Long realized the issue with getting cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin accepted into Wyoming wasn't specific to the university. When trying to give back, she found out that the state had prohibitive money transmitter license. That ended with her leading a campaign to change how cryptocurrency is regulated in Wyoming from that time on. With this change, America's cryptocurrency speculators also entered Wyoming and started their funds there as well. Parts of Wyoming have opened the door to new types of cryptocurrency businesses. But if you look at it the right way, even the traditional banking sector. Whether that's good or bad for growth depends on your personal moral values, which can vary based on personal bias. Soon, Long was leading a push to change all sorts of cryptocurrency rules in her home state. Within a year, the state legislature created a state blockchain task force, and then Wyoming Governor Mead appointed Long to it. With her encouragement, Wyoming would enact 24 laws designed to lure cryptocurrency companies into a state with exceptionally cheap energy prices, but only 579,000 residents and 2 escalators. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency transactions are suddenly becoming the law with a Wyoming bill that exempts them from government regulations. Other laws address conflicts in currency without having to clear up ambiguity in state courts. Wyoming doesn't have taxes on cryptocurrency transactions. Other laws in Wyoming allow rulings by the courts to be made with cryptocurrencies, making dispute handling same-sized. The state's rally to become the friendliest place for crypto speculators in the country appears to have paid off, as at least 2 major companies have come up with a U.S. Senate bill in short order by January 2020, which valued Ripple at approximately $10 billion and Kraken at approximately $4 billion, doable estimates. More companies are starting to move from California because of the state's less positive cryptocurrency laws, with 48 LLCs or businesses registered in Wyoming and only 31 corporations in California. More people are looking at Wyoming for a more favorable business environment. It's not clear whether most Wyoming residents are going to benefit. Since the transactions are not taxed, Bitcoin trades and most corporate crypto activity won't directly fill the state government coffers. And while dozens of crypto companies have decided to make Wyoming their legal home, they're not exactly going on a hiring spree in the equality state. Kraken, a crypto exchange, got a banking charter in Wyoming but kept its parent company headquartered in San Francisco. With ease in comparison to other states, Wyoming has made it possible to be incorporated with a low filing fee of $94 only. This makes thinking about moving your business complicated by comparison, as few companies choose to move in the first place. Companies may find themselves costing their employees the chance of a more successful company by not taking the time to understand the intricacies of incorporation in an additional state. In the 1980s, South Dakota rode the coattails of credit card companies in a race to the bottom wage. By 1978, the Marquette National Bank versus First Omaha case legally accepted this wage disparity, which spurred an economic boom in South Dakota and created thousands of new jobs. Conversely, Wyoming could see a rising impact from SEC approval for security tokens in 2019. With the world of cryptocurrencies exploding, Wyoming and elsewhere are siphoning migrants to take on mining operations. Wyoming and others that copied South Dakota's flat tax might be rewarded, but they may end up following their West Coast Bay Area competitor when it becomes inevitable that higher taxing states set a precedent, like Washington or California had in the recent years. The idea proposed in Marquette has significant consequences and reveals significant information about Wyoming. The proprietary banking process is under new scrutiny because since it is legal in one state, any regulation from a neighboring state cannot stop an enterprise from operating. This issue has potential financial implications for the states such as New York, where the practice was being employed. Wyoming has created a brand new type of bank charter that should hopefully curtail these types of issues going forward. In 2019, after stepping down from her volunteer role on the blockchain task force and co-founding Avanti Bank as CEO, Long founded the second crypto bank chartered in Wyoming. For fun, it's pronounced like Speedy. Just a year earlier, they raised $7 million through their angel round led by the University of Wyoming Foundation. Long is also said to have served 13 years on the board with the University of Wyoming Foundation. While Kraken plans on serving the consumer market, Avanti will serve businesses, family offices, and institutions. Long knows the world of cryptocurrency very well. As head of Morgan Stanley's pension advisory group, she oversaw the pensions of major employer companies in the US. About the future of crypto, exchanges like Coinbase, Gemini, and Kraken will use JP Morgan to cover trading. The two platforms have a say in what trade that your bank will process, requiring them to rely on each other for day-to-day operations. There are only so many transactions that can be processed by entities such as banks. This means an exchange must work with its partner bank. With these changes, if a part of America implements crypto as payment, then Americans will be able to convert their Federal Reserve notes into coins anywhere. Increased trading could also increase stability and decrease risk. So pension funds may want to consider holding on to currencies other than the US dollar going forward. With help from Loomis and the Federal Reserve, both Kraken and Avanti have been able to apply for federal banking licenses that will allow them to access to more favorable terms. These benefits are key, considering the competition both organizations have with other non-bank crypto companies. Loomis hired former Wyoming State Representative Tyler Lindholm, who served with Long on the Wyoming Blockchain Task Force, to be her state policy director. Long told the Casper Star Tribune that she welcomed Loomis' interest in cryptocurrency issues and that it will be helpful for Wyoming's delegation in DC to be actively involved. Wyoming is currently in the path of a Bitcoin gold rush, which may benefit struggling coal miners. Production has been slowing at mines, making it a ripe time to move to Wyoming and mine cryptocurrency. However, one major problem with moving to Wyoming for the mining rush is that Bitcoin production requires an enormous amount of power. More than China's Inner Mongolia region, forcing Elon Musk to call for Bitcoin to be banned entirely in May. Just as Wyoming has such a small legislature, it's an economically withdrawn state. The only other states that have much lower salaries for legislators are Idaho, Delaware, and Vermont. As someone who might want to become part of this progress, the rigidity of the law may not actually benefit you. The issue is also compounded by a part-time legislative schedule that doesn't give legislators time to understand all of the complexities that regulation can offer. As Lee Reiners, executive director of the Duke Global Financial Market Center, argues, one hint that Wyoming's banking center might have been a little too cozy can be revealed by Avanti Bank. The Banking Commission proposed to tighten capital requirements, and despite the major bank in Wyoming only receiving a single comment letter on their proposal. Reiners pointed to better regulations proposed by the Division of Banking, which changed the rules for entities accepting crypto transactions. The new rules led Avanti to tighten their grip on individuals in the company who wanted a say in how they can potentially go mainstream. Long asserts that Wyoming as a state is proactive when it comes to regaining control of the country's most important financial services. With a strong independent banking model and strict limits on debt, it appears that the crypto gold rush in Wyoming may not be something you should get involved with. So, how do banks make money and why should that be relevant to long? Avanti plans to charge a fee in exchange for what they're providing, but they'll also likely want to do the riskiest possible investments because they can leverage profits from there. They also argued that what's important isn't the first plan Avanti had, but how much they can legally do in Wyoming. As Wyoming continues to lead the nation in digital asset technologies, one West Coast startup is ushering in a whole new wave of miners. Elite Mining Incorporated announced this month that it has officially acquired 2 manufacturing facilities in Chain and will be setting up shop in the former Habitat for Humanity building downtown. The Washington-based company plans to move its executive offices, marketing, sales, research, and development and production to the Cowboy State over the next couple months. The company will be producing its 28-foot elite mobile units that house their 1 megawatt immersion mining pods and will also offer hosting and investment opportunities for crypto speculators. The new frontier for digital asset companies is blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies. The new frontier for digital asset companies is blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. Wyoming has passed a total of 24 crypto-friendly regulations in states, such as Wyoming Financial and Kraken, have flocked to the state due to Wyoming's call for blockchain growth. CEO Justin Podhola said over at Inc.com, "This is where one could go broke trying to figure out what's next." EMI will maintain a physical appearance to get around low taxes and minimal regulations for the state. EMI has already hired 14 new employees, many of which have been filled. As cryptos become more commonplace, data mining has evolved as well. This new way of thinking can provide real-time insights on how our habits and preferences change over time. Bitcoins are a type of digital currency where you hold the investments with trust. They're unbacked by traditional banks or governments and create their own value through algorithms. Rather than requiring actual coins to exist, balances in Bitcoin's ledger book are public for all shows. Podhola, a longtime successful entrepreneur, has been involved in cryptocurrency mining for 6+ years, explaining that a digital currency is kind of like using super stacks instead of dollar bills, which was just his analogy. However, he called the blockchain very robust and added that it will be very hard to stop because it ensures privacy. In addition, most importantly is that electronic coins can't be inflated like dollars. In a sense, they are limited to 21 million coins. It's not hard to understand the basics of how digital currencies work, but it still comes down to having a basic understanding of what the US dollar is and how the Federal Reserve works in relation to currency. When it comes to retailers, part of the appeal would be convenience, and Congress is trying to make this future possible by dictating how taxes may be implemented through smart contracts. Wyoming Representative Ocean Andrew pushed for the amendment since he wanted to reduce paperwork burden on Alaska's sales tax system. Even without recognition, the American crypto Fed appears to be revolutionary. By providing private money chains with an alternative currency backed by gold, this private model could ultimately offer a more reliable supply of cash in the case of a disaster. Though almost 50% of cryptocurrency today is used outside the US, cryptocurrencies are a means by which America will be able to compete globally. It's clear that cryptocurrency is a complicated subject. Some ideologies of the revolution come down heavily on it, with anarchist ideas claiming that everything should be virtualized. In contrast, there are fears from central powers who typically do not want to relinquish control of their assets, either to a currency of their own in favor of crypto.
That's it for this video, Crypto Clipper. Remember to subscribe to our channel. And if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!